This is the most interesting Halloween I've had. I need to find a thing to charge. We didn't even hand out any. Oh no, what happened to my bowl? I love this bowl. This bowl is, so the bowl has this hand like this. You trick or treat. But then when people go to get the candy, you can grab their hand. But someone has broken the bowl, which is not unusual around here. Shoot. Pakistani hacker meets Tails FBI agent. Hey, people. I tell you what. Doggone it. I mean, I really cannot find any chargers in this house. You found me thanks to Lori. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, so the Educated Debutante is not in competition with Tales of an Educated Debutante. Well, she might be in this current state. Undercover Tales. Yeah, I should have worn like a pillowcase over my face. And it's finally raining. So it was supposed to rain like pour this afternoon. It was real cloudy, and because I'm a terrible, terrible mother, subscriber for years, yay. I was like, maybe trick-or-treating is gonna get canceled. This is gonna be awesome. Because then I can just wallow. So I took like a 2-hour nap, true story. And then woke up and we tried to go trick-or-treating. We sort of did go trick-or-treating. What happened? You keep freezing for me. I'm sure I'm frozen. I mean, I can't help it. It's no party over here, people. It's no party. I'm so sorry, but I'm never going to be able to stop doing all these amazing hand signals because they're just awesome. Well, what does this one do? I thought this did something. Is it a woof? No. Isn't it like this? This. It takes two, the baby and the car stroller. Yeah, so we got out. We hadn't even been down the driveway. I was like, this is going to be great. It's going to be a really good night of trick-or-treating. And then this baby comes by. Well, there's no baby in it. It's like one of those red cars that you push the baby in. Well, my almost 10-year-old, he really wanted that baby. He wanted that baby car. And I tell you what, tomorrow, he and I are going on a trip. We are flying to Miami, and then we are going on a cruise. I have been holding that freaking cruise over his head for months. And today, I mean, he was in that baby's car, and I was like, get out of the car. He was like, no, Amos needs the car. I said, do you want to go on the cruise? Yes? I said, then get up. He hopped right out of that thing. Got you, thanks to Lori tonight. Well, I mean, look at all these people who have been looking for me and they didn't know I was here. Seriously? You know, I've got to have some like, well, this isn't going to happen again. But if it does, if you're a hacker, if you're a influencer person out there, I'm just going to tell you, you should have an alternative page where you do stuff like occasionally, just so people know where to find you in case things get bad. Take your medicine or no cruise. Yeah. So I don't have a real subscriber page right now because I've been hacked, but I have a pretend subscriber page from, anyway, where my subscribers can watch videos. And they just happen to watch me threaten him about the medicine. Lori made my day. I mean, I just can't believe nobody can find me. I'm going to have to make all my friends share the post. Hey, Rachel. Rachel sent a nice thing, too. Yeah, be darn. I mean, the Facebook is bad over here. It's bad. Bad. I just don't know even why people watch her on Facebook. I mean, what is she even doing? She does nothing. But they sure love her. They miss her when she's not here. They can't find her. It's just a bad, bad thing. I know. I don't get it. But some reason they like her. And the questions. Here's Donna's just question post. Should we block the other page? He's still posting. No. Do not block the other page. It's called ignore the other page. It's like the girl that looked better you in high school. You just don't pay attention to it, but don't block it. And if you're a subscriber, don't leave me. No. But yes, I mean, somebody put, the hackers, the Pakistani hackers put up, yes, Ann Dale has helped a lot too, has put up a post that says, nothing's more ghetto than my food delivery people bringing their whole family. I would never say anything was ghetto. I mean, it makes me look terrible. Terrible. I was wondering why all the weird stuff was on there. I mean, do y'all think I've all lost my mind? Clearly. Yes. I did report the post on the page, and Facebook said it was A-okay. So it's kind of, well, anyway, blah, 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 blah. I'm sick of talking about it. You subscribe to my Instagram. Now, that is awesome. That is a wonderful thing. That is a wonderful thing. Yes, it is. Oh, thank you, Joan. So anyway, so tonight was Halloween, and we, Big Thomas and I and Amos attempted to go trick-or-treating. Amos does not like candy, but he really likes costumes. So we were kind of last year was the first year he ever even paid any attention to people at trick-or-treat. So he would go up to everybody and ask, say, what are you? Well, tonight he would stop people and say, what are you? Something. So we practiced talking to people and not cutting them off, like making them think that they were about to be carjacked, because he would get right in front of them. Somebody wrote she's bumped her head. Oh, yeah. You're going to follow me to Pakistan? Yeah, and then they put this thing on about an eggplant. It was like an eggplant when you're 20, and it's this great big firm eggplant, and then your eggplant when you're 60, and it's like this sad eggplant that I guess is some sort of like sex synonym. I don't know. It's terrible. Terrible. So we went. Oh, thanks. Amos found me this flag. He has a big bag of flags. And I said, Amos, can you find me Pakistan? He pulled this sucker right out. I'm assuming it's Pakistan. Oh, so I thought it was it's Halloween. I thought it's going to rain. And this is going to be wonderful because then we won't have to go trick-or-treating. Because trick-or-treating, if you are the mother of a child with a disability, well, I don't know. Maybe some mothers don't feel like this. Maybe this is me. But I do know a few, so I feel like I can say it. If you are the mother of a child with autism. And I'm not talking about autism. My nephew has autism and he graduated from Harvard and he's, chief resident at the medical school and he's doing neurosurgery, but he's autistic and he didn't speak 2 years ago and now, he's fine. I'm not talking about that person. I'm talking about, I've like hit my limit of what I can handle. And so I might say things that seem a little bit extreme because not because I have somebody told somebody else that they think I have borderline personality disorder. What even is that? When I think of borderline personality disorder, all I think about is that, I think I did this in the video yesterday, is that person in Fatal Attraction that turns the light on and off. There's nothing more gaslighty than to accuse someone of being crazy. Because then when you say, I'm not crazy, everybody thinks you're crazy, right? Oh yeah, tickle myself. So anyway, I'm so tired. Boy, I love that rabbit. What was I saying? I can't even remember. Some schools get hijacked. Well, there ain't any hijacking because the FBI said to me, you're not going to pay. If you pay, they will want more and more and more money. We ain't paying. Borderline is basically, I hate you. Don't leave me. Really? 90% of the population has it? And you know what? There are people that have mental illness and it's an illness. It's not like a real, it's not like the idea that an illness is being used as a, to gaslight somebody, it just seems wrong. But anyway, I'm done with that. So anyway, but yes, I am a little more, currently I'm kind of feeling like I'm a little, hit my limit. The post for Amos in schools, like, so it was all. Oh yes, Amos had a great day at school. So anyway, if you belong to an autistic person, and you will know trick-or-treating is difficult, and I'm unsure of what to do. I don't want to pay the hijackers. So the hijackers, I do not get paid for another month. Facebook has assured me this should take about a week. So you're not paying the hijackers your $5. I guarantee you, your $5, you're staying with me. Just ride it out. I know it's $5, but just you can do it. You can do it. Don't leave me. Oh. Las Vegas casinos were attacked and one paid. Well, I don't know how they pay, because the FBI would say don't pay, because if you pay, you can't. Anyway, I don't know how they did it. If I thought paying would make it go away, I would do it, but it's not gonna. So anyway, my friend Lauren has a little fella, and she was like, we went trick-or-treating, and he did pretty well, but he wanted to go in people's houses. And I had this flashback where I was like, oh, that was Amos. I remember going in somebody's house on trick-or-treat, and Amos went and got in the person's bed. True story. And we didn't get in anybody's bed this year, but today he wanted in that baby's car, And then he was real excited. He saw somebody had a wagon you pull, and the wagon had a top on it. I mean, he was jonesing for that wagon. It's like, and then we saw another child who was in a dressed like a T-Rex. Oh, that person was so good. And he loved that T-Rex. The T-Rex was willing to chase him, and it was all I could do to get him to go home. I was like, let's just go home, and the T-Rex is going to walk by the house. Well, I mean, that is a lie. He sat on his scooter. He said, you're just going to sit here and wait for the T-Rex? It's like, well, why don't we come in and get a little snack while we wait for the T-Rex? Paid in Bitcoin. Now, if you get any messages asking you for Bitcoin, run for the hills. Did Blair go out with you? So Blair had some friends over, and they went to our youth minister's house where they decorate and scare people. And so we went there, and Amos took a turn in the coffin with the mask on so he could hop and get people. And he really wanted to go to Mary Scott's house, and because last year the party was at her house because it couldn't be at our youth minister's house. So Amos's mind is like a Venus flytrap. I mean, he doesn't miss a thing. He said, go to Mary Scott's house and get in the tomb. We had built a tomb last year. I said, no. It's at Gary's house. So we went back to Gary's house, and he stood at the gate when people left, and they would have to ask permission to leave. And I did what all good mothers do. I went and walked out into the street like I didn't know him and talked to people. Halloween in a small town is delightful. I mean, it was just, you get to see people you know. I mean, I got to see my cousin who, she's like the first person I ever took a baby trick-or-treating with. I mean, it was just really fun. Really fun. Rachel just said, I lie too, big time. Snack to redirect. Classic move. Right. Was the other half of Big Tina planning on running for the golf cart? So my husband had the golf cart and was trailing us like he was some sort of Home Alone burglar. And then he would park and talk. I think he was thinking if we needed to throw Amos on the thing, we should. Several of us got unsubscribed by Facebook at the same time this happened. Well, my friend Kate Swenson has lost like 50 subscribers in a day. So Facebook loves that mess anyway. But we don't need to keep talking about it. And oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Rhonda. We had hundreds of trick-or-treaters. Really? We also had Garlands drop their children off at both entrances. I sort of think that's awesome. I mean, I don't mind it. Murdoch. Yeah, my husband was the Murdoch attorney. No, he wasn't, but it would have been good. Little Thomas said, did Dad dress up? And I said, well, oh no, his sister said, did Thomas dress up? And I was like, he had on his work clothes, a suit, and then he threw on a camouflage jacket. Did Honor go too? No, she didn't. She would have liked to have gone. We did not go downtown. I just could not chase him and have the dog and it's just, sometimes you have your limits. And today we went to the dentist and we didn't take Honor. This has been a hard week for me. We had a meeting at school, picked him up from school, and then went straight to the dentist, so I couldn't take Honor. You know, we just do the best we can. Are you packed? Am I packed tomorrow? No. I have not done one thing. I haven't even made a list of things I need to pack. I'm going to sleep in the morning. What time do you need to leave tomorrow? We need to leave by like, I would aim for 12 and say 1 at the latest. How about that? I'm going to do a subscriber video in the morning over at Kiss My Tails so that they can see the little house across the street because it is done. I get unsubscribed every month. Of course you do. You need an assistant. Oh, I have one. I have Sheila. Oh, trust me. I've got I have a lot of people that help me, which is all the more reason to get my page back, because right now I'm paying people and paying even more to get people to help me fix this mess. Me have to have some money. Are you going out of Norfolk? No, we're flying out of Raleigh. And I'm taking Amos on a cruise. I mean, that's what you need to do when you have no income, is go on a cruise. Yes, we're going to Miami tomorrow, stay with my parents. And then I would love to do a video with my mother about this hacking thing and see what my parents have to say or the questions they ask. Might be like the most viral deal I've ever had in my life. And then we get on the boat on Friday with Royal Caribbean. And then we come home on Monday. And then, did you get the bigger room? No, I had to undo my bids for the bigger room. I told you, where it's a money crunch. Yes, it's like the Tails Cruise, but it's only 3 nights. Thank the good Lord. And then next week, what do I have next week? I feel like I have some things next week. Oh, well, we go out of town on Friday to the Woodbury Episcopal game to see our big boys. And then, so we get back from the cruise. We're gone that weekend. We're in Charlottesville. And then the next Friday, we go back to Miami for Thanksgiving week. And then it's Christmas. How am I supposed to put the Halloween crap away? Get the Thanksgiving crap out, stuff out, when I'm not even here on a weekend before Thanksgiving? It's going to be here in like 10 minutes. Is Thanksgiving really early this year? Let me look at the calendar. Yes, Woodbury in Virginia. That's right, the Woodbury Episcopal game. What is all this? I get more frickin' messages. Hold on, let me look at the calendar. Okay. No, I don't care about what's new in the calendar. Don't allow. Okay, month. Okay, here we are. We're here, so this weekend. 10th. Yep. FYI, Thanksgiving is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks from Thursday. Oh, I guess that's not a surprise to anybody. Next weekend cruise, next. Oh, no, there's a middle weekend. Oh, no, there's not. This weekend cruise, the next weekend Woodbury, and then Thanksgiving. And then kaboom. And then I'll have an 18-year-old. How can I have an 18-year-old? Thanksgiving is the 23rd. Is sometimes Thanksgiving later than that? Like, isn't it sometimes like the 28th? You put out Thanksgiving stuff tonight. Go straight to Christmas. Oh, gosh. Then my children are like, we should go skiing. I'm like, you people are on crack. Does it look like anybody's going skiing? Do you have Verizon? If you do, go get you an internet box and take it with you. Really? I paid for internet on the cruise boat. I mean, at this point, This is why people have credit cards and have the hiccups. Okay. I'll see y'all in the morning, subscribers. It's always the fourth Thursday. Oh, it's kind of like Easter. It always gets cockeyed, too. You're going to have a 29-year-old. I tell you what, you get old quick, don't you? Get old quick. I can't worry about Christmas. I can't worry about Thanksgiving. I can't worry about next week on my blog. You know, it's just called stay in your lane and do what you can, like what you have, what you can do. But then there, you know, you might just have to like, I'm certainly glad that I have learned not to freak out over things, because I would be really close to a freak out, you know? How do you subscribe? Hold on, let me get the Instagram. Is everybody like, what happened to her? I was trying to get my Instagram subscription link, and then then I started paying attention. I was like, oh, and look at their Halloween costumes. Oh, jelly. So this way, if you want to subscribe, you can. And then I'll try to do the video on Instagram and my Facebook subscriber at the same time. How will Amos be on the flight? Great. He will be great. He loves to fly. It is what he likes to do. There is nothing more. He loves it. I honestly think I shouldn't have probably even taken him on the cruise. I mean, I think it'll be fine, but he's already excited about getting back on the plane after the cruise. 300 people fell off a boat. None of my business. Do you get a salary? If you subscribe on Instagram, it will not be for Facebook. It will only be Instagram. And I would not unsubscribe to Facebook. I guess if there are people that are like, well, you know what? I've been wanting to subscribe. I would subscribe to, you could do my old subscriber thing, but then you still wouldn't have access to where I'm doing videos on Facebook. I know it's complicated. If you want to support me, you can subscribe 2 times, Facebook and Instagram. If you want to have access to videos now, before I have my old page back, you can subscribe to Instagram. You could be going to the Space Needle. Golly Moses, thank goodness I'm not going to the frickin' Space Needle. That like makes me want to cut off my pinky toe. Does everything you put on Facebook show up on Instagram? Not videos, but content does. But my Instagram has not been hacked. But, you know, I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram. I only have like 50,000 maybe. It's because I'm not. Well, my friend Ann Dale is very popular on Instagram. I mean, I've never seen anyone grow on Instagram like that in my life. Pyro Granny. It's really pretty damn amazing. Yeah, she's like circled me 3 times. I mean, I know she's got over 3 times more than I do. In like 10 minutes. Incredible. Did you get your computer cleaned? No. So my computer is sitting right here. My nice new computer that I'm not allowed to use until we do get it cleaned. But I do have my daughter's computer. So I'm about to get on that thing in a minute. You don't even have Instagram. When you're a Facebook subscriber, can you access old videos? Yes, you can see videos for years. And they are good fun. And normally what I do for my subscribers is I go through my memories. So every day I share with you an old video. And the old videos are awesome. So you always get some old, like, throwback content every day. I'm a subscriber here, but can't afford both. So where's the best place? I would just stay on Facebook as a subscriber, Lisa, because you're getting to see everything anyway. And let's just give me another week or two to get this fixed. Okie dokie. So that's good. Later, taters. Happy Halloween.